So I have brought YouTube into the picture. I just turned on the stream for for YouTube, and so we'll see how it goes over there. I should be live. Stream for YouTube, and all right. So yeah, we're live on YouTube, and I've got your chat right here. I can see the chat right here. So, whatever. We're gonna monitor that and monitor chat right there for YouTube. I just thought I'd brought it up. You know, give you two a little bit of a treat. The last 30 minutes of our well, we got 25 minutes of our stream left. We'll just bring them into a little coffee and conversation with the chickens. A little bit different side of the VBC medic you normally see. The running and gunning. Old man, this camping old dude from... My brother and I both feel this way.
I'm not sure I understand.
Holding a defensible position while you're in a combat situation is not camping. It's staying alive for as long as you can with the amount of ammunition and weapons that you have and can scavenge from those that have tried to kill you. It's not camping. It's holding a defensible position. It's waiting to see what happens on the battlefield for a second. You can't stay there long. Movement is life on the battlefield. That's why the circle closes in. That's why there's other enemies. That's why there's a conflict, and you know, movement is life. You can't camp for long, but early game, let everybody kind of sort some things out, get in a defensible position, and make sure you're somewhere where you can, you put out your booby traps. Wait till your loadout drops. This is not. It's not brain science. I mean, it's not brain surgery. It's not rocket science. You know, it's holding a defensible position for as long as you can. And hey, if you've got a sniper if one of you is a sniper, you can hold this position. You can just both kind of wait. One waits at the door while you're, you're watching one angle and he's watching the other. You've got a sniper rifle at the best vantage point. And the other dude's sitting in the corner, so when they're looking at you and they try to down you, he's just blasting them with whatever the hell he's got to kill them. If another one comes up, by that time, you're spun around. But they've already, you're already alert because they've already set off your claymores somewhere. Okay, we've got somebody in the presence. Maybe you got one of them portable radars you can throw down. This is early game now. Late game, you've got to be moving. You've got to be constantly. You've got to do like a. You've got to think of it like a solar system, and the gravity, and so you want to follow that outer ring, one way or the other, and you can change it clockwise. But if you keep moving around clockwise, you've cleared behind you, and now but you've got to keep moving in the same direction with the storm. That's why I think the zombies part of this would be so cool. That when you add an element of zombies in the gas that can actually just reach out and grab you, and 2 or 3 can mob you, and you can get. You're not edging the gas as close as you would if you had this mask that you can put on. And it wouldn't take that much CPU. It wouldn't take that much. All you would do is within the gas, maybe 3 or 4 rows of zombies. You can't see beyond that because it's gas. Okay, but all you're doing, you can't. And as you move, this 20 to 30 bots of zombies move with you, trying to kill you. And as they're killed off by you, the more are added by the AI. So you have to move towards your objective. That's why this gas play, I'm gonna throw in a mask and play around like I did that. It's you take that meta out of the game. You eliminate that meta instantaneously. Well, within a couple of games. Oh fuck, we can't hang out in the gas. That fucking house is full of zombies already. Since they have zombies now, it's copy and paste, people. It's copy and paste. You take that same code and you just overlap it into the DMZ. You overlap it into Warzone. You just overlap it. You don't make it dark. You don't do all that bullshit. There's just zombies in the gas. Maybe the gas can be a little bit darker. Sure, it's gas and it's you don't want. Yeah, the gas can be darker, but shit, no. Come on. Why not add that element? I don't want to fight zombies, medic. But if it's a zombie apocalypse, you kind of fucking have to, don't you? If the scenario is you're being dropped in to rescue or get some package out, but there's fucking zombies, we're playing we're playing Las Vegas, that movie. You're basically playing that movie. You got to go do some quests with fucking zombies everywhere. Why wouldn't the Warzone have zombies in the final? I mean, it'd take a lot of CPU as that circle's closing in, but as you get closer to different edges of the circle, they just write in 100 zombies right there. So there's maybe 4 teams. That's 400 zombies. They just copy and paste or maybe 25. Maybe all you have to do is like 25 zombies in that little patch, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the capabilities is, but it just seems like it would be a much more competitive situation where you're not just running and putting on a mask in some gas, and you're doing the gas play and your stims and all that shit. What are you gonna do about zombies, bitch? As you got your mask on and you're over here stimming in the gas because you want to do the gas play, but you got zombies tearing you apart. You got to use ammo, and you've got to use ammo and armor to get away from. Yeah, you can get in there. Yeah, you can keep moving in the gas. That's going to make you more visible to anybody with a scope that's looking into the gas. But you definitely want to be out of the gas. And then the last 2 or 3 guys that are left are continually moving from zombies and trying to kill each other. Now you've got every zombie on the map in a. I mean, it wouldn't even need to be a 25-meter circumference. These guys can go building to building, and 2 or 3 zombies, and run up some stairs. Another couple zombies trying to climb through the fucking windows. Now you're going to the roof, but the other guy's already on the roof, and bang, he kills you dead. How fun would that be? How chaotic would that be? It's not a game for me. Hell no, I wouldn't play that. I'd have a fucking heart attack. But if you want to call yourself a gamer and they've added zombies to the game, why not just add zombies to every game? Let's see how it goes. I hate the gas play. I've done it before, and it's a way to win, but I don't like that. I don't like that you can put on a mask. No. That's too easy. That's just too easy, folks. Okay, add some more ammo. Add armor boxes, Put more plates on the ground. Okay, I'll give you that. Why not? Why not give the guys, maybe a zombie hit takes 2 plates. But 2 zombies on you takes your plates in like 3 seconds. And, then they start the wounding effect. And within 15 seconds of a zombie attack, or if there's 3 zombies on you, you're dead. To get all those things, I don't know. I haven't purchased a single one. I think I've got 60 in the bank right now. I think I Or I think I have 40 in the bank right now. When I log on, I'll have 40 souls. So it's not really much to do anything with. So, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna grind all my souls today. They really know how to put you on the hamster wheel. Yeah, they really know how to put you on the hamster wheel. I probably shouldn't have published that song, but you know, at this point, it's just me putting stuff on the internet. I don't give a shit if it's good or not. I don't care if people watch it or not. Your first 100 videos don't get any views anyways, but you got to get the content out there. So fuck it. Yeah, they started doing 12. I think it's 12 and 18 now. I'm sure there'll be an update today while I'm on, so I have to take a lunch break and shit, but yeah, let's have some fun. I'm going to do some words. I'm just drinking my coffee, and I already logged into YouTube. I'm watching it over here, see if anybody talks in the chat. I don't think we have anybody on YouTube, but good morning. Good morning, Scott. Yeah, I know I got your name wrong, but everybody knows who Scotty NJ is. Come on, it's all the same. If it's popular enough, you can change your name to whatever I put down there. I'm drinking water in between coffees right now. I've got coffee over here, but I got to get some water in me. I'm not a healthy person right now. I'm not eating right. I'm not eating healthy, and I really should be. I haven't been drinking enough water since my wife got sick. I've been trying to take care of her, and just I've gotten off of my plan, my goals. So it's time to reel that shit back in, and we bought a bunch of shit at Publix last night. We spent $110 at Publix and just got some shit. I mean, we didn't buy any water. We bought cheese and bread, and we went to the deli, and we got some of the deli barbecue, which wasn't that good, and it wasn't hot. I probably should have thrown it in the microwave or the toaster oven in some tin foil for about 20 minutes, because it looked good until we got it home, and I was kind of, Scott NJ. Yeah. Well, you just go into the comments of the videos and correct it. Just tell them in the comments who you are. And that you'd be happy to write for anybody else. You're not exclusively with the BBC Medic, though. You'll go into anybody's chat and start writing songs. Oh. You guys going to be on later? I hear you. Especially if I'm singing that bullshit. Oh my God, I can't believe he put my name on that shit. I don't want to be associated with this old man. God, I barely tolerate playing with him. Now I gotta be on his videos? Motherfucker. I could just hear Jack now. Fuck you, take me off of that shit. I don't want to be on there. Oh, I bet it's fun to work with Jack. If he knows you're cool, he doesn't have to be politically correct around you. It sucks now in the workforce. You got to look around your shoulder to see if you can say something anymore. That fucking sucks, man. I'm glad I don't work now. I'm not gonna work. In America, I'm not gonna look around to see if I can say something. That's some bullshit right there. I'm an American citizen, born and raised. I have a blue passport. I'm in an interracial marriage. I'm checking off boxes here. I shouldn't have to look around to say what I want to say. My mom's raised me right. I know what I can and can't say in public. But that you know, I was on an all-male crew for my entire career. In 27 years, we had no women that wanted to be termite people. Sorry, sir. We would need you to be in a wheelchair to allow you to have free speech. I am telling you what. You are speaking the truth again this morning. No, it's funny. That's just funny. They really know how to keep you on the hamster wheel. My wife wasn't impressed with the song, and I wasn't impressed very much when I was showing it to her. I was like, and then I had to switch. You know, I'm nobody. It doesn't matter. I've just got to get content on the internet. I'm not embarrassed by it, but fuck it. It's my music. It's you know, it's how people are feeling at the time. Oh, he probably will be. He'll come out of the woodwork for, you know, come on. It's Call of Duty Wednesday. We all know what day it is. It's not a secret anymore. It's Call of Duty Wednesday, right? Right, YouTube? We know what day it is. It might be the internet over there. They might, you know, they might be doing some repairs, or, I mean, I don't know if he uses the satellite system or not. Is he on Starlink? I don't know what internet but they say Starlink's going to be a gigabyte. I was watching Elon Musk the other day. Yeah, Starlink is going to be gigabyte service. But you talk about putting a signal from space in everybody's home. They're going to start selling these small transmitters that won't be a dish on. It won't even be a dish. It'll just be this transmitter that you mount on the outside of your home and bring, you know, it's not going to be a dish. It's just going to be a little square box with a solar panel or something like that on it like it needs it. You know, they're just going to put one on because it's fucking Musk. So you'll do a solar panel in this little box and you'll be able to get Starlink. That's, you know, that's 5 years away. Not some big old compute. No, they're going to, once they get these things all linked up and set up and squared away and pulling in that, you know, background radiation and the radiation from the sun, and, you know, solar power works great in space. There's no atmosphere to stop it, you know, so. I mean, you see when they launch those things, they're like they're big balls of damn. It's you know, it's just big square pieces of solar panel. I gotta move up a couple of feet. By the time the sun hits me again, I'll be going inside to play. So it's only one move today. We're just only going to move a little bit. And if you have not had your first cup of coffee, I'm already on my second cup of coffee. It is probably cooled down to just slug it down right now, but I'm going to take a few more sips, and it's nice. It would be nice over some ice with a little bit of sweetener in it, but, you know, we were talking about that the other day, iced coffee, and me and Devs and Pause and Think, we're talking about coffee and tea and how, you know, how people like it around certain parts of the country, and I was raised by a mom on hot tea and milk, you know, so I didn't have sweet tea in a glass with ice until I was 19 years old. I had my first legal alcohol drink before I even had sweet tea. Did I tell you guys that story? Have you guys heard the story of my first legal drink of alcohol? Nobody gives a fuck, medic. Nobody wants to hear your fucking stories. Just drink your coffee and go play fucking Warzone. I say things to myself like that all the time just to keep me humble. So I've been drinking beer since I was about 15 years old, I guess. Maybe 14. Not alcohol, drunk, drinking, stuff like that. But when I was, but, you know, I remember having a couple of ponies down on Sebago Lake, so I know I wasn't even in high school back then. So, what's that, 7th or 8th grade? I was in 7th or 8th grade, and anyway, I had older brothers, you know. But, so it's not like it was my first drink ever. We would do bonfires in Maine and bonfires in Massachusetts when I was in high school. We'd be all, you know, damn near burnt down a forest in Massachusetts when I was younger. And I don't know what the certain statute of limitations is on some things. So there's some things I won't mention about my high school days because I didn't murder anybody and nobody died. But some of these things I don't know what the state mandatory statutory, So I don't want anybody coming to. But anyways, nobody died that I know of. Anyway, but I wasn't really into school. I was not ready to go to college, and I didn't want to go. I didn't want to stay in Ashland, Massachusetts. There was no future for me in Ashland, Massachusetts at all, zero. If I didn't get out, it would have fucking swallowed me. I'd have gone to, anyways, I miss the guy. Look, there was a movie made about a guy that if I'd have showed up a place 20 minutes earlier, I'd have met him. But anyway, and Johnny Depp played him in a movie. And no, it wasn't Whitey Ford. It wasn't him. I stayed away from Boston. But anyways, early 80s, 81, 82, you can look, I'm not going to tell you. But anyways, when I was 18 years old, I turned 18 the August before my senior year in high school. I wasn't emancipated, but I was basically, I was emancipated. I was 18 years old. I'd been working a legit job. I actually worked for the school system for 2 years, and then I got a better job, so I quit that. And I was a janitor for, I was 16. I walked in there as a freshman at 16 years old, so, or 15 going on, yeah. So, I'd stayed back in grade school, so I was already a year ahead of most of the people my age. Or at my grade. I was a year ahead of most people. Anyway. So a recruiter came by November, early December time frame. Hey, good morning, Toast Man. How are you doing? You may have heard this story. You've been around long enough. This is how I had my first legal drink. So the recruiter came around. There was these 4 or 5 tables in November. Football season was, coming to an end, and, it was early, mid-November, late November. We got out for, like 4 days for Thanksgiving like everybody else, and then we'd have a winter break. at Christmas, and you wouldn't go back to the beginning of the year, the 4th of January or something like that. So they gave you the whole two. But this was between that. I had two brothers in the Navy, and I knew I wasn't going to get brainwashed by the Marines. So the Army table was before the Air Force table, and I chose, I was just looking through the Army pamphlets, and I'd already talked to my brothers. They knew I wasn't going to college, but if I thought about the military, always get a school that was more than 6 months. That was in my head. He goes, well, I said, and I'm looking at this, like, well, I got two brothers in the Navy. Oh, okay. Well, the Navy guy, he's not, he's like, no, I don't want to go in the Navy. I don't want to follow them in the Navy. Oh, that's cool, man. We've got a lot of good jobs. I said, yeah, but they told me not to get any job that didn't have more than 6 months to a year school. Oh, man, you got to take the did you take the ASVAB? And I had taken the ASVAB. They'd given us the ASVAB in like September or October. I'd taken the ASVAB and the SAT. Well, I didn't take the SATs, but the ASVAB was free. You just take the ASVAB for the military. It was one of the tests that you took. And I'd scored, like 116 or something like that. I had a pretty good score. I mean, you can't get in if your score is less than like 86 or something like that. It's like, but I was in the hundreds. I was in the low hundreds. So, like, the Army was my oyster. All I had to do is open it up. I had the grade. So he looked, he found, so he says, why don't you come to my office and we'll check that ASVAB score and, we might give you another one. And I was like, okay. So I did. I took another test for the Army because they didn't trust the one from the high school apparently. And I did, I went in, I took a test, I took the ASVAB again, and yeah, scored between 112 and 115, something like that. I don't know if it was as high as the one in high school, but the one I'd taken in. But anyways, I wasn't looking at where I was going. I was just knew I wanted a job that had electronics and I could use something in the background. And if I, hands-on, get the Army training, get out of Ashland, Massachusetts. And that school sent me to Redstone, Redstone Arsenal, right over here. My daughter-in-law works on the same post that I took a year of school here. And it was to be but that was so my basic was down the road about 90 miles, 80 miles, at Fort McClellan, which is no longer a basic training base. Well, they flew us from Boston into Birmingham, and then the van was supposed to pick us up in Birmingham. Well, I see over the sign, I'm in the hotel, I'm in the airport in Birmingham. I don't know where I am, I'm not in Montgomery, I'm in Birmingham. Because it was an hour to the post in this van. But I deployed. It was September 3rd when I left Massachusetts. I went to the MEP Center, and I was inducted. But that was just and then I was put on a bus to Logan Airport. After about a day of tests and, making sure everything's cool and everything works. And, I've got my little, my ditty bag and no uniform or nothing like that. I've just got a folder. Do not lose this folder. Do not set this down, blah, blah, blah. Because you're taking that's your packet. That's the start of your packet. I didn't realize this story would be so long. Had to move again. Damn sun. Damn earth turning. I'm going to wrap this up, then we can go play some Warzone. But, so we land in Birmingham. I got my packet. I'm not, and there's no van. There's nobody in Birmingham to accept, we're not even recruits yet. We all have our long hair. But we've got our packet. We're in a group. But they just sent us to this fucking, follow the signs, get your bag. We got our bags. We know what we could and couldn't pack. So we all got our little, I guess I don't even know if I had a backpack. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't much. It was probably just a little backpack. Because you didn't need much. You weren't supposed to bring much. The packet told you what to bring, and then you took, you'd already done all these tests. Now you're in a now you go to the airport, Birmingham, Alabama. 9:30 at night, and there's nobody there. Well, the lounge is open. There's a bar open. It's like a no, I don't know if it's a Bennigan's or something. There's a bar open. 19 it says. I turned 19 on August 18th. And here it is September 3rd and I am 19 and this sign is blazing. 19 and above, you will be carded. I look like I'm 12, y'all. I still had I didn't do the whole shave your head thing. I weigh 121 pounds. I'm 5'10" and a half. 5'11", give or take. And, I got long, kind of longish blonde hair. I got a picture somewhere I could probably show you on my computer when, that was taken maybe 6 months before, maybe July of that same year. I look basically like that when I go into the military. I had to gain weight to get weight. Before I went to the Met Center, I had to gain 3 pounds to get over 122. I mean, I was skinny, I was thin, I was, I worked all the time. I had this really fast metabolism, and I was young. My body hadn't really developed into a man yet. It did in basic training in AIT and here and doing all the training. But yeah, I was 19 years old. I swankered up to that thing. My first drink I ever legally ordered was rum and coke with Bacardi. Well, if we use top shelf, son, you got to charge you more. I said, I don't care. I want a rum and coke with Bacardi. Not made in a cup, in a red Solo cup out by a fire in the middle of a fucking state park in Massachusetts. I'm sitting at a fucking bar in Birmingham, Alabama in an airport waiting on somebody to come pick us up to take us to the rest of our life. So I had a Bacardi rum and coke. My first legal drink ever. I don't even drink Bacardi, and I've got some Bacardi in there. I don't even drink rum and coke anymore. I don't even drink Coca-Cola anymore. I want my whiskey neat, maybe with a couple of ice cubes. Oh, there's a hawk right there. Y'all see the hawk? I mean, he's just right there. You see him? Nobody cares. Okay. Just a hawk drifting over my flock right here. Now he's gone. A Bacardi rum and coke is my first drink. And I say it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was good. And, But, you're going to get in trouble. Look, I'm a grown damn man. I'm 19 years old. He had all these, the 18-year-olds couldn't drink. Nobody else could drink. I was 19 years. Well, there's another guy, but he wasn't going to drink. He was like in his 30s. He was just, fell on hard times and, joined the Army for his family. He already had 2 kids and a wife. He was established and, he was making it through and, he'd come with me to Redstone. He went military police, I guess for the different duty stations and stuff like that. And when he got out, he wanted to be a police officer. So he went military police, which was still Fort McClellan. It was still, that's where they trained too after basic. But he was in my basic and then I went to here. And he stayed there to do another 7 months at McClellan to be I don't know what happened to him. But again, that was just one of the other that was old enough to drink. The rest of the kids, the rest of the guy. Anyways, that was basic training. That was 1983. That was September 3rd, 1983. Holy shit. Oh, fucking old, y'all. My son was born on December 16th, 1984. They really know how to keep you on the hamster wheel. They really know how to keep you on the hamster wheel. that the damn truth, you know? Good lyrics, Scotty. Good lyrics. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up and go inside. It's 10 after 9, and I'm going to get me a little something to eat. I think I got some. I'm going to eat at my desk. I'm not going to take a time. I'm going to shut this down and then bring it back up so you guys can watch Call of Duty on Twitch and Call of Duty on YouTube, whichever you want to do. I'm just going to switch. I'll switch on the icon for Twitch, and we'll rock on from there. Deuce, if you can't follow, if you can't keep, and you know, I understand if you got shit to do, and you know, work comes before this bullshit. So, but thanks for everybody for hanging out, Scotty and Toast Man and anybody else who popped in and popped out. Thank you guys over there on YouTube for hitting that like button, and thank you for all the subscriptions on YouTube. That's all really. I looked at I was like 57. How did I get to 57? So we're on a fast track to 100. We're gonna get 100. So we're gonna get 100 subscriptions before Christmas. I really feel like it. This sun is going up. The earth is turning. I've got to go inside, do something good for somebody else, do something good for yourself, and never, never, never let the drunk guy get the chairs. We will see you in a minute or the next time. Y'all take care. Bye. We can't hear you, Medic. You had your mic off. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here. It is Call of Duty Wednesday, and yeah, you should have told me in the chat your mic was off. I think it's good to go. I think it's good to go now. Let me bang this out. All right. We can't hear you, Medic. You had your mic off. Wow. Wow. All right, let me shut that off. All right. Put the headphones on and bring up YouTube over here. I'm going to edit this out a little bit. All right, now we officially changed the stream on YouTube. Bring that over here, and I can watch that. And I don't know if I can. I think I have to stop everything to add Twitch again. So, um, edit stream info, Wednesday morning coffee conversation. How do we go live? Can we add